Happy July, and if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that a new month means a new top 10 free-to-play characters list. Now, before we get into this list though, I do want to mention the sponsor of this video, Amazon Coins and Prime Day 2019. Now, Amazon has Prime Day coming up, and leading up to it, they have a bunch of great offers, and one of them is for Amazon Coins. So, what they're gonna do, starting on July 8th, they're gonna be selling $50 worth of Amazon Coins for just $35 while supplies last. Now, I think this is a good deal because you could use these coins on a bunch of Android games, including Marvel Strike Force. Oh yeah, hey, and if you want to save even more money, use your coins on Prime Day. There is a link to the Amazon Coins in the description. You make sure you use this link so that Amazon knows who sent you there. Now, this Amazon Coins deal is just for US residents, but you can still use Amazon Coins in the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and Japan. Yeah, this is a good deal for everyone that spends money on Android games, guys. I think it's a good deal, so check it out. You could use this, like I said, on Marvel Strike Force or a bunch of other Android games. I think it's a really good deal. So make sure you guys check that out, and if you guys are ready for some top 10 free-to-play characters, July 2019, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back, and yes, I am back. I'm not on vacation anymore. I had a lot of fun. It was nice, relaxing, but it is so good to be back, guys, in front of all my normal equipment to talk about Marvel Strike Force with you guys. And this is one of the most fun videos I have making every single month. The top 10 free-to-play characters. This is for July 2019. Now, why is this list so much fun? Because it sparks so many comments and so much debate about which characters should be on this list. And what is this list based on? This is based on my personal experience in this game. So the characters I use a lot will get a little more weight in this ratings, and the characters, even though they're good and I don't use them a lot, they don't get a lot of views. But I did take your comments into account because I did get a lot of feedback from a lot of people. So I did start to look at some of these other characters, look at these kits, and these ratings got shifted around, guys. So let me know in the comments, who would you leave off this list? Who would you put on in their place in this list? Because I can guarantee you that your personal experience in this game is very different than mine. So your list is gonna look very different than mine. So let's go check this out. I do want to remind you guys before we get to this list that I am playing on BlueStacks. It is my emulator of choice. There's a link for that down below. It supports the channel. And hey, if you want to take part in an Amazon Coins deal and you're playing on Apple, the iOS store like I am, hey, that is one option. I didn't try out BlueStacks. I did make one purchase through BlueStacks just because it was the most convenient at the time. I never had any problems with it, but again, it's a small sample size. But BlueStacks, the link is down below. There's also a link for TeePublic and your awesome Valley merch. There's also a link for Patreon if you want to support the channel that way as well. But without further ado, let's go see who is on the list this month. Newly farmable characters for this month is one character, Killmonger. Will he make this list? We will have to see. Let's clear this off though, because we have a bunch of characters that did not qualify for this list, in my opinion. Now, before we get to this, pretty much every character you can get free to play if you've been playing long enough and you have that patience. But these are the characters that are not eligible for this list, in my opinion. The legendary characters, yes, you can get them without spending a dime, but I mean, you would put pretty much most of these characters on this list, and I think it would just clutter up the list. So they're not on it, but yeah, Phoenix is great, Shuri is good, Magneto great, Fury is great, Star-Lord is great, Captain Marvel not eligible as well, no reliable way to farm her, only as a lucky drop in some of the orbs. We got some other orb characters. We got a character right here that's not in any orbs at all, even though she's been out of the game for a while. We got some of the newer characters, like some of the X-Men. We got some characters that are not even in the game yet, but they're coming at some point. Ultron is also on this list because it's a weird way to farm him. So is America Chavez, but that is it. Let's clear this off. Let's go take a look at who made this list for July. So, first character, boom! It is Quake, and oh, my girl Quake Daisy has fallen so hard. There was a time that I was thinking of putting her at number 1 on the list. She fell a lot last month, and this might be her last month on the list. Why do I keep dropping her? She does not have a good team, in my opinion. I mean, maybe there's a good team out there. If there is, let me know in the comments. I use her on an Avengers team, but Ant-Man is on that team and it's kind of duplicate. But let's go take a look at her kit, because her kit is so solid. I feel so bad leaving her off this list. I couldn't do it this month, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe next month is the time. But her basic, very, very solid, slow, adjacent targets, does little damage. She has a special that clears 2 positive effects, it chains, and then she's got her big move, Earthquake. Big AoE damage, applying offense down. The big problem with this, it does not normally come until turn 3. So by that time, a lot of the battles are already over. So yeah, if you're pairing her with someone like Captain America or Jessica Jones that could feed her energy and get her this move off a little easier or a little sooner, I think she will jump up, or if they change the cooldowns on it. But yeah, good character, very good kit, but in this day and age, I think she just falls off a little bit. Plus, there's no real team to put her in, or at least I don't have a team to put her in. All right, let's go back to the list and see who jumps out at number 9. It is Carnage. Yes, Carnage is a great character. Dropped him a little bit though, and let's move on to take a look at his kit. Cleave, another one of my favorite basics, where he's spreading negative effects. He chains it, and he spreads 2 negative effects from the primary target to the secondary targets. Very, very solid. He's got that slaughter move. Now, if you got a lot of debuffs and you're using Carnage on a debuff team, this is a game-ending move, or a character-ending move, because you're probably going to kill the character that he attacks. It also chains to some adjacent targets, or it goes to some adjacent targets, and then he's got this big move, Absolute Carnage. You're probably using this on turn 1. Piercing, bleeds, and yeah, he's just got a lot of bleeds. And he heals himself, and he just does a lot of good things. Manipulates speed bar a little bit. He's a very good character. Mainly use him for myself in that Spider-Verse team. Let me know in the comments, are there other teams that you use Carnage in, other than just a pure Spider-Verse team? But yeah, he is a very good character. I like him, but I did drop him down just a little bit. Why did I drop him down? Well, we'll have to see who this next character is. And moving up to number 8, coming out of nowhere, boom, is Groot. Now, Groot was one of my picks for the Fear the Darkness. He was one of the characters that I took in there. He was my main dispeller. He also provides defense up, death proof. He does a lot of good things. If you pair him with Rocket, he does even better because he could taunt. And I think he's a good character. He's a support character. So it was kind of hard for me to rate these support characters, because they do a lot of stuff in the background. They help the team out a lot in the background. If he dies too, you put him on a Guardians team. Ooh, he does a lot of good stuff. So taking a look at his kit, attacking the primary target, 340% damage. Overgrowth, this is where he gains a lot of value. 2 death at maxed out, 2 death proof, and applying defense up to all allies. And this really helped out with Fear the Darkness. Helps out in the raids, Ultimate 7, the new Gamma raids. And yeah, I've been experimenting with putting him on defense in Arena as well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it holds for a while. But yeah, Groot, very good character. This heal is okay, but really what you're doing with this is dispelling 2 negative effects off of the allies. And yeah, you're giving some immunity, some guardians if he has that synergy. And yeah, when he dies, whoo, he gives a lot of stuff to the surviving members of your team. And anytime he's attacked, he's gonna apply slow. So if you're using him in that rocket combination, does even better. So yes, Groot makes the list this month. I know there's gonna be some controversy there, so let me know what you think of this Groot pick in the comments, guys. All right, moving on though. Number 7 is War Machine. He moved up a little bit. Why? Because I finally built up my power armor and I see the value. He has so much value in his kit. He has that big AoE, especially if you pair him with Rescue, and he does a lot. Let's go take a look at his kit, just so I don't say anything here. All right, Railgun. He's attacking primary and adjacent targets, 140% damage, offense down to primary target, which is good. This is what you're normally opening with this missile system. Primary target, adjacent hurts 3 times attacking, 90% piercing. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it is piercing and you're attacking them 3 times. And if Iron Man is an ally, which he is on a power armor team, you're going for 4 times instead of 3. So really good opening move here. This is his big move, especially with that offense up, attacking all enemies, 340% damage. Damage is increased by 30% per hero allies. So yeah, you're getting a lot of extra damage on a full power armor team because they're all heroes. And this is his interesting passive. It can screw you, but if you're on that power armor team, probably not. All right, you're gaining extra damage, you're gaining extra piercing. When an enemy drops below 50% health, they gain taunt. That is at the max level. When it's not max, it's kind of random and kind of can screw you up. But I think it's a lot better when you have this passive maxed out. If Iron Man's an ally, get extra crit, and in war, he gets extra damage. So that ultimate that he's doing with offense up is going crazy. I've punched up personally in war a lot with this team, and in my opinion, War Machine is the key to that team. All of them provide a lot of good things on there, but War Machine is the key to damage on this team. Let me rephrase that. War Machine is the key damage dealer, at least on my power armor team. All right, let's move on to the next part of the list because War Machine gets a big thumbs up from me. Next character, Venom, coming out of nowhere. I don't use him a lot, which is why I forgot him. I use him mainly on the Spider-Verse team, and that team works so well together. It's kind of easy to forget the individual pieces. But Venom, very good on a Spider-Verse, also very good on a Brotherhood team because of all these debuffs. On pretty much any team that rely on a lot of debuffs. So let's go take a look at his kit because he does some really good stuff. Maul, his basic. I forget about this a lot because normally I'm using his special and his ultimate, but his basic flips 2 positive effects. Yeah, it does some damage. Yeah, it gets some bleeds, but flipping these positive effects, very important for that Spider-Verse team. Violate, ability block, bleed for 2 turns. This is my opening move with Venom on that Spider-Verse team, and yeah. That ability block is very key in a lot of situations. Corruption, attacking the primary target and adjacent targets for some big damage. Heal block, and you're spreading the negative effects. So Carnage does it, Venom does it as well. And then on turn, he's healing as well. So a lot of that same symbiote traits for both of these characters. So yeah, Venom. Big omission from the list last time. I think if you look back on this list, I think I would put him at number 10 for that Miss Marvel spot. This month, though, I think he is a lot higher than that. Let's keep moving on before this video goes too long. Number 6 on this list. Oh, number 5. We're not at 6 anymore. We're at number 5. It is Spider-Man. Yes, Spider-Man is still a good character, and I think he's still the best of all the Spider-Verse characters because he works in a lot of teams. He works in a Hero Brawler team. He works in a Spider-Verse team. There's a bunch of other teams that he works on, but that defense down and that stun on his moves is so deadly. Let's take a look at his kit, though. His basic is okay. Attacking primary target, chance to chain. He's got a chance for getting evade, which is key. This is his big move that I hate going up against when I'm facing Spider-Man. This is his chain. Chaining 3 targets. Got some damage, but the main thing is this defense down. Now, Spider-Man does some damage himself, but this is a big setup for a lot of characters. And yeah, Punisher comes to mind because I see a lot of Spider-Man Punisher combos. So yeah, this is a key move. All right, this is a big one because it has stun and slow, 500% damage. This is his second move, and yeah, it is deadly. And then this is the annoyance. Now, when you're using him, you probably don't notice this 25% drop rate, but when you are going against the AI, you probably notice a 30 or 40%, I said drop rate, dodge rate. They just dodge a lot. And it is very annoying, very hard to kill, and it is because of this dodge that I rated him higher than the other Spider-Verse characters, because yeah, he could get very annoying. You could be in a 5-on-1 situation, and if the RNG goes bad, you will never hit Spider-Man, and he will kill everybody. Maybe, depending who the characters are. Let's move on to the next part of this list. Coming in at number 4, boom, it is Captain America. Yes, I bumped him up a little bit. I have flip-flop spaces with him and SpiderMan, because I think Captain America's value is still there in the current meta, especially with his Inspire, giving defense up and taunting. So let's go take a look at his kit. He's got Shield Bash. This is a nice move. It's a basic, so it shouldn't be that crazy. Chains, it gives him defense up. Nothing too crazy, but again, he's a tank. He's not your damage dealer, so you don't need him to have a real crazy basic move. This is where he has his value still to this day. Inspire, taunt, defense up to all allies, granting 1 ability energy to 1 to 2 Avenger allies, and 1 to 2 ability energy to 1 to 3 random allies, and very, very solid. Shield throw, this is a good move. He's chaining, he's clearing positive effects, and this is a good one. This is a good ultimate. Not the best move in the game, but he's got a big block chance, he's got a big block amount, extra health, and he's got extra block chance per Avenger ally. Most of the time I'm seeing it on full Avengers teams, but he's also valuable outside of a pure Avengers team or a pure military team as well. And it is time for the top 3. Coming in at number 3, it is my man with all the bleeds. It is Pyro. Yes, he has so much bleeds. He has some good focus as well. He can remove some of those tougher taunts. Haven't seen him remove Thanos reliably. Haven't seen him remove Colossus reliably, but he can remove Juggernaut pretty reliably with his special. Let's go and take a look at his kit though, because he has a nice kit. One of the best blasters in the game, in my opinion. There's a couple above him, but he is one of the best. All right, his basic is all right. It's an adjacent attack, and he applies bleeds. Pyrotechnics, this is his opening move, and this move clears positive effects pretty reliably, except against a few characters, and it applies bleeds, and 2-turn bleed with that ultimate upgraded, guys. This is a very high damage move, especially when you take into account all these bleeds coming later. So not just the damage that he does on this one. Firecrafting, this is his ultimate, applying disrupted, and if Magneto's ally, each target bleed is prolonged by 1. So a lot of bleeds, and this is another huge damage move if they already have bleeds on them, because that is another bleed coming to them. And then he's getting extra focus with his passive, and when he attacks, he's getting extra speed bar. And if Magneto is an ally, oh yeah, he's gonna apply heal block to the enemies when they drop below 50%. So does a lot of good stuff in here, and is still very relevant to the meta. I still bring him into arena sometimes depending on who the enemy is. So good stuff. All right, next guy on the list. Let's see who it is. No surprise there, because Rocket, very strong character. He is the big damage dealer. I brought him into Fear the Darkness as well, just because I geared him up very quickly. But Rocket does a lot of good stuff, and if you pair him with Groot, if you pair him with Star-Lord, he's getting that energy to get his ultimate off a lot. If you pair him with Groot, he's gonna get that special off and have Groot taunt, which is not a bad thing, because if Groot dies, everybody's getting a lot of buffs. So let's take a look at his kit. Here it is. Rocket, he has this basic. It is okay. The good thing about this, it attacks the adjacent target, so that's a good thing. This special, you're opening with this, and if Groot is on the team, you are giving a taunt to Groot as well. This is some good damage. You're getting some assists. This could be a one-shot kill depending on your enemies. Maximum damage. This is his big ultimate, and yeah, you're getting this off a lot if you have Star-Lord on the team. You're getting counters. Yeah, this is just a very strong team. You're doing some extra damage if Groot is on the team. And then tech allies are getting 5% extra damage, and he has a 40% chance to apply random positive effects to random allies with his passive. So yes, Rocket, one of my favorite characters in the game, one of my most used characters in the game, with that BKE, BKT, Tech Nerve, whatever. Solid raid character, and yes, he was one of my Gear 13s for Fear the Darkness. Let's move on and see who came in at number 1. Vision, no surprise here. Is anybody gonna take him from this number 1 spot and dethrone him, because he does so much? Let's go take a look at his kit. Vision, he is a solid character, and Oh, let's start with his passive, because this is what makes a lot of the tech teams work, because it's hard to kill them. You can kill them, but it's hard to kill them on turn 1 because he's giving defense up to tech allies for 2 turns. Yes, so annoying. His basic is good. Some good damage, chains, applies offense down to target, applies bleed against tech enemies. So yeah, some good stuff here. Dive bomb, this is the annoying opening move. Applies ability block to primary target and 1 additional target. Also does some damage, but oh, that ability block is so annoying. And then this big one, solar beam. Attacking all targets for 250% damage and clearing 2 positive effects off of each target. So I use him on the power armor team because of his basic, because of his passive right here and that defense up to help some key characters like Rescue, like Falcon survive for a little bit longer and allow the big damage dealers like Iron Man and War Machine to do their thing, because it will buff them. And a key part of that for me is vision. Not as key in the damage department, but key because you got this ability block and you got this clearing of positive effects plus his passive as well. Oh, and if that wasn't bad enough, he dodges a lot. Extra dodge chance, 25% extra dodge chance. So on paper, you know, he's a terror just like Spider-Man. So that is it, guys. Let me know what you thought of this list, and yeah, we will see what makes the list next month, guys. And that is it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, because a lot more Marvel Strike Force coming, a lot more videos from Marvel Strike Force. Plus, I'm going to start talking about Marvel's Ultimate Alliance Part 3 when that game comes out. Hopefully, I do have time to start making videos about it before it comes out. But yeah, that is a game that I want to talk about. So if you do want to see videos about that game, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, join the notification squad, and check out some of the links down below, especially that Amazon link, guys. It is a good deal in my opinion. I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out!